Hey, my YouTube family. It's me, Jessie May. I'm back. Mom's in the making, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. However, you got here, I appreciate you for being here. But so today, y'all, I'm going to talk to y'all about what my revelation was about. You see, as this title go right here, right up in there, it says, "Oh, what the did they call me? What the they call me?" But it's also about what did I answer to. So I was riding in the car. Y'all know, like if you noticed, I've been inconsistent. But from the previous video, as you can tell, like I have these like moments or one-on-one time with just me and the spirit, right? Me and the God, me and the man above, however everybody view it, whatever. But I know for me, it's me and one with the spirit and one with God, right? All right, so sometimes either I'm riding in the car or it just happens randomly. But I was having a thought and I'm like, like, man, I'm at this big grown age and I'm having to like give myself like affirmations every day throughout the day continuously. I find myself having to correct how I think in the moment of thinking. I catch myself correcting myself in the moment of what I feel, why I feel a certain way. I'm not saying that my feelings or emotions are invalid, but a lot of times when you lead with feelings and emotions, they become an invalid or unnecessary situation that lead to other circumstances like that. So sometimes I have to check myself, and it's like, hey girl, you are worthy. It's okay. You are good. You're chosen. You're strong. You're powerful. You're beautiful. And sometimes it's like, why I gotta keep doing this to myself? Like I get suckered into like, I guess you can call it like feeling sorry for myself. I've gone through like everybody has, and I'm not minimizing my journey or anyone else's, but we've all gone through things. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm trying to like slide my stuff off my feet. Lazy. Let me do this. Okay. So anyway, where I've been like, I guess you could say sucked back into those feelings of negative emotions, where it's like, oh well, it's always bad for me, or I always gotta go through this, and no, I don't always gotta go through this. And I had to learn that like one moment in one day does not define the rest of the day or my future or tomorrow. So y'all just like processing that. It's like, why am I at this? And I guess, it's not safe to say that you should question yourself because you are where you need to be. I learn, I earn, um, I have a deep, deep desire to be a better version of myself every day I wake up. That's just me. I don't know about nobody else, but my heart, Lord knows, every day, that's my prayer. Lord, I want to be better than what I was yesterday on today. And so in that, I'm at the stage where I'm learning to like reassure myself that I'm okay, reassure myself that I'm good, reassure myself that all of those negative qualities that people put on me, like that, it's not that, it's not that. So back to the car ride. So I'm like, I'm finding myself like continuously have to correct myself. Like I am okay, I am good, I am enough, I am worthy, I am, all of these things. And just like I'm talking to you, couldn't have been nothing but God if you ask me. He said, that's what you answer to. I never called you that. You know? So as I go on, right? Because like my friend told me the other day, God got a way of checking you. He can sure get you together. Because honestly, he never called me that. That's what men called me. And like I just did some like reflective notes. Y'all know I like to like read my little stuff to y'all. I'm telling you, like I do. I'm gonna need to do it. So don't nobody tell me nothing. Nobody tell me nothing. That's what I said. So like I put in here, like just reflective notes or whatever. Let me read this to y'all. I'm a little chappy right here. Hold on, let me do this like the other people has on. Let me see. Let me do my little lip gloss. I'm just wearing just some a little, like shawty on here dry. Nobody. And I gonna say nothing, but y'all now I said somebody gonna be all in the comments saying, baby, you should have been greased them lips up. And baby, you should have been shut up. Anyway, so there's a few notes I'm gonna go over with y'all that I noted. One, I was noting how for the longest time I agreed to, answered to, and accepted the labels people placed on me. It doesn't matter who the people were, I accepted them, y'all. That's all I'm saying. When I was younger, dealing with hormones, body changing, emotional stress, I was labeled fast. When I was younger, dealing with the loss of a parent and not knowing how to cope, no one asked me if I was okay. No one. Not one single adult. Clock that. No one asked if I was okay. You may ask somebody else, but they for sure ain't never ever come to me and say, "I just want to know, are you okay?" I don't recall ever getting that. I got a lot of people talking crap about me, but anyway, that ain't here nor there because baby, guess what? I forgive them and me too. Anyway, so when those things were happening, it was like they said she act like her mama ain't died. She fast. She wild. She don't want to listen. She act just like her mama. Ain't no man gonna ever want her or love her. She don't care about her mama just died. She don't care about nothing and nobody but herself. Don't get it wrong. Well, let me say this. And then I got pregnant, right? So don't get it wrong. I ain't blaming nobody for nothing. I'm not blaming nobody for nothing. All I'm saying is I just got to this old age and realized like I never had to answer to any of that. A lot of times in my mind it was like, oh, you think that? I'll show you. And some of it was done consciously. Some of it was done, you know, I ain't gonna say unconscious because ain't nobody knocked me out and done nothing to me. But like unknowingly, like some of it I was very intentional. You want to say I got a bad attitude? Then if you talk to me every time you talk to me, I'm gonna give you that type of energy. You want to say I act like this every time you talk to me, especially please don't let it be somebody that I do not care for. And there are several of those people. So you live with no intention for your lip. I'm gonna give you all the intention with the okay. Like for real. And I got it for you. Like that's how you feel. That's what you think about me. I'm glad you do. I'll make sure I give that to you every single time. But guess what, y'all? Guess what I realized? Never ever had to do that. I spent a lot of my life. I told y'all on my last video, like trying to survive. That goes back to like the survival thing. Like because I'm sitting here instead of like getting myself together, it's like, you know what? I gotta fight everybody all the time. I'm always fighting. I'm always fighting. You saying this about me, you saying that about me, I ain't that. Well then like after so long you trying to prove that you ain't that, then who like what you do? But my solution today is ain't proving shit. I ain't proving nothing to nobody. I know who I am, I know whose I am, and I know where I stand. I love me some me. You ain't gotta deal with me. You ain't gotta talk to me. You ain't gotta mess with me. You ain't gotta look at me. You ain't gotta be around me. I got my own house. I be telling people all the time, honey, I got somewhere I can go. I pay for it faithfully. I don't even hesitate. Take the money, honey. Take it. Take it. I got somewhere I can be. Ain't no shade, no tea, no, none of that to nobody, whatever y'all call it, like, load over here. But it ain't no shade to nobody. But I do prefer to be at my own house where I know I'm loved and I'm appreciated and I am accepted. So whatever. But like we're not it just goes into like the whole thing of like I said, it almost feels like for a long time I was in survival mode, like always trying to prove that I'm not that bad of a person. Like I'm not a bad person, I'm not a bad person. But if every time I turn around all I hear is you saying I'm a bad person, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I think I'm this, I'm like all of the stuff, y'all. Like I done been called, let me tell y'all some stuff I could just come off the top with. I've been told I was a horrible mother. I've been called rude, disrespectful, bad attitude, ugly, angry, selfish, insecure, lazy, dumb, jealous, embarrassing, and so much more. The problem ain't necessarily that I've been called those things. The problem is that I answered to a lot of them. I answered to a lot of them. So even when I would find myself like, trying to be funny, making jokes, just, talking, chopping it up with people, I'd be like, cause I'm that, yeah, baby, not play with me. My baby, I ain't got no attitude for no stuff like that. I've been flashed out. Like I mean, yeah, it's cool when you younger, I guess, but at this age, flash out. Oh yeah, cause I used to. Who, baby? They know not to play with me, cause I'm with it. I won't. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not with nothing. Me now to that, I ain't with nothing. And it ain't just cause the YNs will take up the job. It's also because I just ain't with it. I don't have time. I don't want to be a part of that. I just want peace, y'all. And I'm telling you, like, it's nothing like finding that peace in your mind, that peace in your space. Just like I'm telling you, that peace, and it's just like I'm one step closer to just freedom. You know what I mean? And so, like, all I'm telling y'all is this go for young, old, middle age. Don't answer to nothing nobody call you. I don't give a damn who it is. Don't answer to nothing nobody call you. Only answer to what God calls you. Let me tell you a few things I know God called you. Chosen, beautiful, his child. You're loved. You're amazing. You're strong. You're bold. You're brave. Like, you good. What that girl say, you the one to be exact. Like, you're all of that. And I know some of y'all been called, what, I got another list over here. I know some people have been called stupid, bums, crash out, ridiculous, weird, annoying, obnoxious. You don't got to answer to none of that shit. Don't answer to it. I'm telling you, all you answer to is who you know you are and who's you belong to. Like, that's all you answer to, nothing else. Because I'm telling you, like, right now today, I wouldn't care what nobody call me. I don't give a good googly moogly. I wouldn't give two flying salsa on a hot sunny night on the way to Saturn. I wouldn't care. I don't give a damn. You can call me whatever you want to call me, because I only answer to beautiful. I only answer to soulful. And I like being soulful. Don't get it twisted. I don't like them telling me nothing about being soulful. I like it. But I answer to beautiful. I answer to soulful. I'm eccentric. I'm strong. I'm powerful. Like, I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. No matter how much money I do or don't have in that account, baby, it's on the way and it's there. I just got to get to it. It's on its way to me. I'm only answer to what I know God called me. What is the meaning of your name? My name means God's special one. All day. That's all I'm answering to. Got to be something special about me, because it's something special about you. Like, God ain't make no mistakes on none of us. He didn't make no mistakes. So how dare we answer to the negative? Like, no, we are not that. And I'm saying we because I'm still teaching it to myself. I still find myself having to correct myself midday, mid journey, mid sentence, mid moment. I'm still finding myself, correcting myself, and there's nothing wrong with it. Be conscious, self-conscious about what you answer to. You are of a higher calling. We all are. And it just was in my spirit so much. It's like, I need to come on and make my video and let everybody know. Don't answer to the shit that people call you. You are not that. Joking or unjokingly, you only answer to who God made you to be. If you're still struggling with finding that, then I'm praying for you too. But trust me, don't answer to anything if you don't know what you should answer to. Don't answer to shit. Don't answer to nothing. Don't answer nothing. Not nothing. Again, that's for young, old, in between. I don't care. Y'all, we are of higher callings. We are of strong, like God has put so much in each and every one of us that we don't have the, yeah, we don't, ain't no way we answering to the things that are of the devil or of this world. We are not that. I know I ain't. Took me a long time to get there. But so since I'm learning it, I guess my duty in life is everything that I'm learning, let me share with y'all. If I just hit that mic and it messed up a little bit, because I'm not, if I do this, I'm posting. That's it. Like bloopers and all. So if the titty bop the mic, my bad, shout it. My bad. But y'all, I honestly, all jokes aside, I just wanted to make this video so that I can tell y'all, like, don't answer to what the fuck they call y'all. Forgive me for cursing, but that's how for real it is. Don't answer to that. You are not that. You don't have a bad attitude. You may have had a bad moment. You're not ugly. You're beautiful. You're not weak. You're strong. Like there's no such thing as you can. You're a bold. You can do whatever your heart desires. You got this. You got this. Let me tell y'all something too. I got another little channel here. It's called Present Affirmations. I'm gonna do some real big things over there. I'm gonna keep this as just like my weekly channel for us to interact, me to make my posts, me to talk to y'all. Cause y'all know, like I'm up in here empty nesting. That's another thing I need to touch on too. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know who needs to hear it. I don't know. But let me just tell you this. There is no handwritten book on parenting. Number one. Number two, let me tell y'all something. Ain't nobody out here in the world that told me that I was going to have to experience this thing called good grief when all my children left this house. Do you hear me? When I tell you I am an empty nester and I like to been lost my mind. I just told somebody the other day, I went through and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I have to be honest with you because I'm one of those people who it's already hard to like let stuff go anyway. I'm working on it. Don't get it twisted. But I'm already one of those people who like harbor on things sometimes. So like y'all, it took me about a year. Like I'm not lying. My son is a sophomore in college. It took me about a year to be okay. Do you hear me? I know the whole freshman year I was not okay. I didn't know what was going on. Lord help me. What is going on in my life? I don't understand. I'm going through so much and I don't know what I don't have any kids. I don't even know what babies. Nobody needs their mommy anymore. I don't know what to do. For real, y'all. So like I also want to share my experience with that with y'all also like and I said that on the last video. So let me just tell y'all one thing. Acknowledging that you are going through a grieving process is going to be the hardest thing ever because everything that people tie to grief is all bad, like it's like a death. But this is called good grief, right? And my aunt, like shout out Auntie Shirley, that's my girl. That's my girl. She's a cutie patootie. But like she told me good grief is as because it happens, I'm sorry. Good grief happens when the children are transitioning from being the baby, right? And not necessarily the baby because your kids are always going to be your baby, but they're transitioning from the kid into their own journey of adulthood into that life. And so you're grieving them. It's not a loss of them as a person, it's a loss of who they once were. It's almost like watching a butterfly metamorph. Like the caterpillar goes into the cocoon and it comes out the butterfly. So while they're the caterpillar, we're there. And then when they go into the cocoon, that's our time where we transition, where we experience this loss. But it's not a loss, y'all. It's a good thing. I've been a single parent for a really long time, and so like it took me a while to be like, like, well, I need a man, I need something, I need a puppy. But let me tell you something. As of today, right now, this very second, I wish I would bring a pet up in here. A dog, a cat. I ain't wiping up after nothing else. But y'all, it take time to get there. It does. And I just told you it took me about a year. But y'all, I was crying every day. It didn't really hit me for real. I hear like other people talk about they didn't start feeling this until the kid was actually off to college, But it hit me when we started doing college tours. I didn't know what was going on with me. I was falling out with my son, and my son is really an humble kid, y'all. I promise to God. Like now, like I got one that's a firecracker, but my son is really, really in humble. He is so so humble. It like the humility is like I'm telling you, it is amazing. So for me to be falling out with him, like my uncle, he like, oh no, it got to be you. He didn't never tell me that, y'all. But I'm telling you, how like, you got them people that be like, well, I don't understand. Like, my uncle even checked me about my kid one time. Shout out Uncle D. Like, shout out Uncle Dunny. Like, that's for real. He checked me. And it's all good. It was a good check. Because, sometimes you need a wake up call. I still, even with him telling me, like that, granted, the situation was a valid situation for me to be upset. But to the extent of the anger or um, how it was so easily ticking me off. I read this book by Judge Lynn Toller, right? It's called well, what's the name of the book? My mother's what is it called? My my mother's rules, or yeah, it's like my mother's rules by Judge Lynn Toller. Anyway, in that book, she talks about like identifying the barking dog, which means like if something has happened and then or there's an effect in your life or there's a change or a shift in your life, you probably think you're okay, you probably think you're aware, right? But during that shift, other things starts happening, and it doesn't necessarily mean a shift like what I'm talking about us becoming empty nesters or children going off to college. It could be any kind of shift, like something could have happened at work that you were not expecting. Something could have happened, at home, or you could have went to the store. It could have been anything that may have happened that you thought you were okay, you were over, but it's still bothering you. And if you don't get to address it, then you think you're moving on, so then something else happens, then something else happens, then something else happens, and then all of a sudden, somebody forgot to let the toilets. Well, some of y'all wouldn't really get angry about that, so let me not say that. So then all of a sudden, there's the toothpaste sitting on the counter as opposed to in the toothpaste holder. You lost all your mind. Or like me one time, lost all my noodles and noodles because they didn't put the bread tie back on the bread. But my whole thing was, why did they put it on there when I bought it if it's unnecessary for it to be on there? Tie it back up. I don't like untying the bag and you get all that, whatever that is they put on there to paint the bag. You untie it, it's on your finger, it go on your bread. It's just a whole. I don't like it, but I for sure don't have to flip out about it. So that's what like identifying the barking dog is, right? So like even in the midst of all those things that were happening, the one thing that I totally flipped out about, it was something big. We could have had a simple conversation. It wasn't as big as I made it, but because I was already crying every day, my oldest daughter was calling me like, are you okay today? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, nobody needs me. We gonna always need our mama. We like, and at this time she had her own spot, living with her mans, and then I got this one over here, and my baby already in Mississippi. Oh my God, nobody needs their mother. Like, it was rough, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it was so, so rough for me. And I did not know what was wrong with me other than I knew, like, I felt like um, everybody was leaving me. Like, I'm just about to be here, so what do I do now? Whereas, like, I know his senior year in high school, it was game after game after game after game. My oldest, when she graduated high school, was like party, party, party. Like, so and now it's like, it's quiet, quiet, quiet. My anticipation for the quiet had taking over. God, I'm telling you, it's a lot. So one day, like, if there's any parents out here, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a mom, because sometimes dads have the full-time role. Sometimes dads can be in the house with the mom, and the dad may take it harder than the mama. So this is just for parents, period. The empty nesting stage. Nobody warns you that the last day of school is just like the first day of pre-K. Nobody warns you that the first day of college is worse than the first day of daycare. Because at least the first day of daycare, I'm crying because I'm dropping you off. I'm going to come back and get you today. But the first day of college, when I leave that college, when I leave that campus, you not coming back to me for some months. Like, yeah, we can talk every day, like, I just got to the point where I had to tell my son not long ago, like, I even with me, like, I was open with him about, like, where I am emotionally, mentally. I'm like, bro, I've been trying to survive for so long. I never realized I was totally emotionally uncontrolled. So now I'm at a place where I'm like learning myself. I'm enjoying myself. That's why I said I wish I would get a dog. I got a brother telling me right now to keep a dog. I wish I would keep. I wish I would. And but then pup and then cup with me. You understand? We're not gonna do it. But nobody tells us that, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, like, it's that emotional turmoil. And it's like, y'all, and I'm telling y'all, I may sound like overly dramatic because I am dramatic sometimes, but I may be a little bit over the top. But I'm telling y'all, I had a rough time. Excuse me, for about a year. It's not even a joke. So, like, if there's any parents out there who, struggling with that emotion, you find yourself like kind of falling out with the kids a little bit more. It's not necessarily that they're trying to be grown. A lot of it is our own emotions, and we haven't even acknowledged them. It's painful, y'all. I'm telling you, it is painful, but it's good. Like, I'm so happy now. My son, like, cut all his hair off. He's so handsome. Like, that's just one thing, but like him being able to make his own life choices, him deciding what's best for him right now, him being able to be out there on his own. He like 10 hours away. One my baby's 8 hours away and the other one 4 hours away. All my babies are like hours away from me. So all I can tell you is be there for them as much as you can, but also give yourself some grace. Don't try to figure out why you feel like that. I'm telling you why you feel like that. It's called good grief. You've been there with that kid, his or her or their whole entire life, right? You've been there. They've been with you. Like, a lot of your life has been constructed around what you're able to do because of them. And so now here it is. It's like, oh, I got all this free time. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, what am I? I'm telling you, I'm here. Like I said, I'm gonna make some more videos, and I think I'm gonna make one just about the whole like good grief thing, because I know it's a lot of y'all out there that just don't understand why you feel this way. It's a lot of y'all, and y'all know something else. I think, like, a lot of people, we send our kids off to college, and sometimes some people don't realize it because, and even in my situation, I love my oldest daughter to pieces. She is one of those kids that's like, she gonna make her own way. You say she need to go to college, she'll need to go to college. She need to do it her own way, right? So I didn't get to experience that with her because, like I said, it was party, party, party. And she was also like making her own way. She just decided, college was not for her. So she wanted to work. She wanted to do her own thing. So I didn't get to experience that grieving part because she never really left me, you can say. Even when she got her own house, it was literally up the street before she moved out of town. Like, she was literally living up the street. So I could walk there. And then when I started to experience the good grief part, it was when my son left. So a lot of people don't really know that that's what they're experiencing because like in my situation, my oldest child, I never got to even know what that felt like. You know what I mean? Because she was still there. And so I'm just telling y'all, you have a support system here with me. A lot of it I've learned. I've gone to therapy. I've experienced it. So I'm here. I'm going to give some pointers. I'm also thinking about creating a few journals or whatever, just so I can help people have like a healthy reset during the transition. Tell me if y'all think that'll be a good idea. I'll give y'all a lot of like little pointers and stuff that I've done, other than like praying, meditating real hard, honey, because I thought I was losing my mind. Oh my God. Mothering is done. What do I do now? But I'm going to tell you, mothering is never done. So I just wanted to make this video today because I had needed to make another video. And I just want everybody to know, like, I love you. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. You are amazing. We are good. We are the one, to be exact. We are healthy. We are the bomb.com. I know that was old and cheesy, but guess what? I like it. So I'm just telling you, don't answer to what they call you. Answer to who you know God created you to be. I am Jessie May, and I am out of here. And I love you, love you, love you, love you.